Sup everybody, Aiden here, and I'm a pretty smart guy if I do say so myself. And I like a murder mystery as much as the next person, so when I had the opportunity to read a book about murder and mystery, I jumped right on it. This book is called Murder on the Links by Agatha Christe, and it was published in 1923. Now, Agatha Christe is known for her line of murder mystery books, as well as some of the great quotes that she has in some of them. Just a few of my personal favorites. It is a curious thought, but it is truly when you see someone looking ridiculous that you realize just how much you love them. And that's just a really good one in general, but I gotta say my favorite Agatha Christe quote is, "You gave too much rein to your imagination. Imagination is a good servant, but a bad master." And I really like this quote because it talks about the imagination, which is one of my favorite things in the world, is everybody's imagination, my own, just the ideas that people can come up with. However, getting back to the story at hand, Murder on the Links is a crime fiction book that I will hopefully explain in a brief synopsis now. There are two absolute main characters in this story, Hercule and Hastings. Hastings is the narrator of the story, coming from his perspective, and the two of them get an urgent letter from a man named P.T. Rowland asking for their presence in Chile. And when they get to Chile, they find him dead on a golf course. Now, I would explain further what happens in the story, but I have a no spoilers policy on any of my book reviews, because I need you to go read it afterwards anyway. But there's some really good main themes to this book that not everything touches on. Like, it's not like the regular murder mystery books where it's like, money! No, it's not just about money. Like, this whole thing isn't just about money like everything makes it out to be, like every other murder mystery is, pretty much. This book describes greed and desire as two completely different things and goes into both of them, making them both unique concepts and going into them, and I really connect with the desire part of the book. I connect with that because there's a lot of love, there's a lot of conflict in these people's lives that happen in the story. And personally, these messages in this book hit very hard home because a lot of people do things for the money, do things for love, do things for lust. And the 5 main ideas of this book will cover exactly those things. It will cover, well, why don't I just show you with my paper bag, of course. For those of you who don't remember, the paper bag is when I show you 5 items that have 5 main ideas, and I explain just a little bit about it. The first key idea of the story is going to be this heart little bracelet here. This heart bracelet represents, well, what you'd think, love. Many people live their entire lives based on love, based on who they love, based on what they love. Love doesn't have to mean romantic, it can mean familial, it can mean friendship. But love pushes everybody, and it certainly pushes some characters in this book. Now, our second item is going to be this pink picture of human Shrek from Shrek 2. It conveys lust, and as you can see, human Shrek is very attractive. Anyways, that conveys lust, and we're moving on immediately. Anyways, next item that we're going to use to express anything is human consumption. Now, a mass-produced item that people don't need or want was about 4 years ago, but it was still completely mass-produced, completely ridiculous at some points, and was just completely overconsumed. The fidget spinner perfectly exemplifies it. The fidget spinner was mass-produced, and people just wanted one to want one because other people wanted them. It was a good invention for people who had sensory deprivation, but everybody just wanted to pick one up because they wanted one. And it just emanates from human consumption. Now, next up is the topic of just straight up money. I'm just gonna straight up use a dollar bill for money. It's money. People do things for money. People experience life just to have more money than other people. People want money because they think they can buy happiness for themselves and buy whatever else they want because they think that'll make them happy. Not always the case. Usually, the people that don't want money are happy. Pretty self-explanatory. And honestly, money plays a big role in many murder mysteries and plays a key role here, as some motives may be money, some motives may be love, but money is still a very important part of human consumption, greed, lust, everything. Because you can lust for money. You don't need to be greedy for money, you can be lustful for money. You want it a lot. Which brings me to my final and smallest item of my 5 favorite bag items is this coin. The coin, I must say, is extremely important only because, well, there's 2 sides, and some people think there's 2 sides to human morality. Only you can decide what your morality is and what you think is right, what you think is wrong, but some people think it's very black and white. This is bad, this is good, this is good, this is bad. But life's not like a coin. There's not 2 sides. There's no light and dark. There's nothing complete. Everything's either in the middle or anywhere in between, but there's never perfection in either of those areas. And human morality is often regarded as vague and inconspicuous, but this book perfectly resembles human morality, and what people think is right and what's wrong, and seeing the different viewpoints is incredible throughout the book. And that's definitely my favorite part about it. All of these themes come back to the same thing. It's desire. Greed, lust, it all accumulates into desire for people, objects, companionship. This book takes desire and brings it to the next level, telling us compelling plot points about people and their stories and what they want and what they think. It exemplifies desire perfectly, and that's really what makes this book special. I would definitely recommend this to all my friends and all my watchers in my class, just simply because it perfectly exemplifies desire and what humans want and what humans need. Definitely a thumbs up, and that's going to be all. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.